Welcome, everyone, to Intensity Broadcasting for coverage of the Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series. Tonight, these Super Late Models will be taking on Five Flags Speedway for 125 laps of racing action. I'm going to be your announcer for tonight, Atman Weiss, and I'm excited to call all the racing action here tonight. Currently in practice, we see Rick Rube on the top of the board with a 16.19. In second, we see Kyle Martinson with a 16.21. Third in practice is Zachary Onan. Fourth in practice is last week's winner, Michael Wambold. And fifth in practice is AJ DeMarzo. Now, last week for the season opener, we were at Southern National Motorsports Park. We saw 4 cautions, 2 lead changes. And Michael Wambold, he absolutely dominated the race, leading every single lap except for one. So that was 124 of the 125 laps. We saw Josh Oswald, he took second. AJ DeMarzo finished third. Sam Wetstein finished fourth. And then rounding out your top 5, we have Mike Hasty. And the point standings is the same as at the top 5 in points are Wambold, Oswald, DeMarzo, Wetstein, and Hasty. But after tonight's event, that should shake up the point standings a little bit. So we will see what happens here. Right now, we're just taking a look at some of the action here in practice. Drivers continuing to get a little bit more practice. Looks like we are going to have a heat race tonight, just because we have over 15 cars, but I don't think anybody will get eliminated. Currently have 18 cars in the session right now. So we are going to see what happens here. This is the second race of the season, so drivers still getting used to each other. I know we might have a few new drivers in the race tonight. Right now we're watching Aaron Ward going through 3 and 4 at the moment. There we go. We got another driver, so that's going to make it 19. It's looking like it's going to be a big field here tonight. For qualifying, drivers will get 2 laps to try to set their best possible lap time. Last week it was Wambold who started on the pole. And there we go. Practice is wrapping up. And we are getting set now for qualifying 5 minutes, again, for these drivers to set their best possible lap time in 2 laps. Already getting some cars on track. Got Kyle Martinson, Shannon Wilder, Sam Wetstein, all are exiting the pits right now. Got Logan Sturgeon getting ready to start his first lap time. The guy behind has just done a Shannon Wilder, first driver onto the board with a 16 16.49. Second is Sam Wetstein with a 17 flat. Bedford right now sitting in first with a 16.37, and that's going to put Shannon Wilder in second now with a 16.49. Josh Cole to the top of the board with a 16.32. Then it's Bedford back again to the top of the board with a 16.31. So right now 100th separates first and second. Kyle Martinson blowing all of those times out of the water with a 16.15. Great lap time for him. See Josh Cole now in second. About a tenth separates first and second at the moment. Got Michael Wambold, last week's pole sitter. He's able to get to fifth on his second lap with a 16.39, but nobody's really able to get up there on the level that Kyle Martinson was like on his qualifying laps. Got Rick Rube on track right now. First lap for him, 16.76. I know Rick, he was fastest in practice. There we go. Rube is able to get to fourth with a 16.32. But again, nobody can get up there to Kyle Martinson. Nathan Hall right now on track. Getting loose there through 3 and 4. I think we might see a lot of that here tonight. Dan Fredrickson entering the pits. Got Lucas Leone on track right now. Before he starts his run, looks like he's getting his tires warmed up. First lap for him. It's actually looking like, let's see, there's 21 cars in this session. Looks like we are going to have heat races and somebody is going to get eliminated. So basically how this format works here in this league, I haven't seen heat races where somebody gets eliminated in a long time. 15 drivers will qualify from qualifying and will automatically get a spot in the feature. Won't have to get through the heat races. So right now we see Sam Wetstein sitting in 15th. If he stays there, he will be able to advance to the feature, while 16th Michael Meanies will have to go through the heat race, and only 5 can advance from the heat races. So say if there's 6 cars, 1 will get eliminated. We have your modified tour winner. That was last night, Colin Hofner. He gets to 13th and now 6th. He won at the same track, just a different car. So that's a good lap time for him. All right, we are currently gridding for your heat race. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Starting on the pole with a 16.625, it's Sam Wetstein with Hoosier Motorsports. Outside of him, we have Michael Meanies. In third, it's Michael Swink. In fourth, with Warrior Racing, we have that 20 of Nathan Hall. And then rounding out your top 5, we have top 3 finisher last week, AJ DeMarzo. And then last but not least, we have George Fernandez. And looks like DeMarzo missed the start, so if that's the case, he will get eliminated and will not be able to get to participate in the feature. So that means that the 5 racing will just be racing for starting position. Pace car is in. And green flag is out there. We see Sam Wetstein taking off, able to get clear of Michael Meanies. Right now, Meanies staying right on his back bumper, not letting Sam get away. We see Nathan Hall trying to look to the high side of Michael Swink. We see Swink shuts the door, but I don't think we've seen the end of that 20 car. Swink now trying to track down Michael Me. Oh! We see Michael Swink is around. Caution flag is out. I'm going to take a look now at your wreckage replay to see exactly what happened to Mr. Michael Swink. Here we go. We got Swink. Heading into turns 1 and 2. See the car starts to show signs of getting ready to go sideways. And there we go. The 51 is fully around, and Nathan Hall, was he able to make it? Yeah, that was a last second reaction right there, but he was able to make it through. Into the inside wall. That's unfortunate for Michael Swink, but still, even with that happening, with there only being 5 cars racing right now, he should be able to make it into the feature. All right, we are currently pacing. Here's a look at your top 5. You got Sam Wetstein in first, Michael Meanies in second, Nathan Hall in third, fourth is George Fernandez, and fifth we have Michael Swink.
Okay, Artie, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Pace car is in. Green flag is out, and there we see Sam Wetstein taking off. Side by side for second between Nathan Hall and Michael Meanies. Hall with the nose through 1 and 2. He is able to get clear. Nathan Hall up to second now, and he is setting his sights on your leader, Sam Wetstein. Hall right now just trying to set up that pass, but that 20 is looking fast. We see he's looking low under Sam Wetstein here in 1 and 2 to the door. Getting a great run on the bottom. And, ooh, almost clear. And there we go. He's officially clear. Nathan Hall up to first now. Sam Wetstein trying to set up that pass.
Fastest lap for all.
You see George Fernandez trying to make it by Michael Swink for that 4th spot. Nathan Hall just ran the fastest lap time of the race with a 16.40. Definitely looking fast right now. We see Swink is reeling in Michael Meanies for that 3rd spot right now. See Swink trying to take it low. Sam Wetstein reeling back in Nathan Hall for the lead. He's looking down low here in turns 1 and 2. They're side by side. Wetstein right now with the nose. And he gets clear. Sam Wetstein back up to the lead where he started this race. But I don't think we've seen the end of Nathan Hall. He's still staying right on that back bumper of Wetstein. Hall looking down low. Swink was able to get it by Michael Meanies, and he's now trying to pass Nathan Hall for 2nd. Got a battle for the top 3. You could throw a blanket over the top 3 right now. The main battle that I'm watching is for 1st between Nathan Hall and Sam Wetstein. So basically, Karsten, I'm sure they're accepting new members right now. I think we have a few new drivers here tonight. You just basically either go in their Discord and just do a request, a roster spot. I don't think I'm able to invite people. But if you want to get their Discord... Oh, we see a wreck on the final lap. That's going to give Michael Swink the heat race victory. But I think that if you visit their Facebook page, that's Thunderstruck Super Series, then you should get information on how you can join the races. Also, you can look them up on the iRacing League directory at Thunderstruck Super Series, and you can apply. Hopefully that helped you, Karsten. You can have another 2-minute warm-up, just allowing these drivers to get a little bit more practice time before we officially go green. Here's a Discord link, Carson, so you can join their Discord and apply there.
Fastest lap for Bedford, 16.4.
Right now, I got Kyle Martinson on the top of the board here in practice. 16.31 was the lap time for him. Thank you for the kind words, Mike. Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in, man. This should be a fun one here tonight at Five Flags. Got a lot of fast drivers in the field tonight. This is the Facebook group link as well, Karsten. All right, here we go. We are gridding for your feature event. Starting on the pole with a 16.15 for it's the 07 of Kyle Martinson. Outside of him, we have Josh Cole in the 224. It's New England's Lucas Leone in third. Fourth will be Sean Bedford, and then rounding out your top five, we have Rick Rube. Then in sixth, we have Colin Hofner. He won last night. Zachary Onan in seventh. Michael Wambold, last week's winner, in eighth. We have Kai Schapper with Extreme Motorsports in ninth. And then rounding out your top 10, we have Aaron Ward. In P11 with Big Fish Motorsports, it's Logan Sturgeon. 12th will be Wildfire Racing's own Shannon Wilder. In 13th, we have Josh Oswald, last season's champion. 14th will be Mike Hasty. And then rounding out your top 15, Dan Fredrickson. In 16th, we have Michael Swink. 17th will be Michael Meanies. In 18th, we have the 49 of George Fernandez. 19th will be Hoosier Motorsports' Sam Letstein. And then rounding out your top 20, Nathan Hall. So here we go, getting set for your feature event. 125 laps of action, 20 drivers, and only one can win.
Okay, Artie, get ready.
Pace car is in. Green flag is out, and there we see Kyle Martinson taking off. He is able to get clear of Lucas Leone, so it's side by side for second. Leone is able to get to second now. We see Shane Bedford all over the back bumper of Josh Cole. This is for that third spot. Lucas Leone now reeling in Kyle Martinson for that first spot. Leone looks high. Now he's looking to maybe try to look low under that 07 machine. And we already see a caution flag is out. Michael Swink involved in this one. We see Shannon Wilders involved, Michael Meanies, Aaron Ward. Here we go. Here's what happened. We have Michael Swink running behind Sam Letstein for that 14th spot, I believe. Yeah, just gets loose in 3 and 4. We're going to see a lot of that here tonight. It's a big trouble spot for a lot of drivers here at this track. Slams on the brakes to just not wash up the track. Nathan Hall getting a little bit of damage. But I think that's it for that incident. So we see Shannon Wilder coming in. I don't know what happened to him. I believe there may have been a separate incident that did not have to do with Michael Swink's incident. Here's a look at what happened to Wilder. He was running behind Aaron Ward.
We're going green next time by.
So they're side by side. Looks like Ward washes way down the track into Wilder, both of them going around. Wilder getting some major front end damage from getting into the inside wall, and then we see Michael Meany's plowing in. So there were really two separate incidents there. You're getting ready to go back green, though. Coming to the green flag.
Green flag, we're racing.
There we see Kyle Martinson taking off. Looks like we see Lucas Leone getting a great restart, but Kyle Martinson able to get clear of that one car, but Leone staying right on that back bumper of Kyle Martinson. See Martinson extending the gap a little bit. We got Rick Rube trying to get Josh Cole. Oh, and we see another flag. Caution flag is out. Looks like Shannon Wilder, Nathan Hall, Michael Wambold involved in this one. So they were running side by side between Wambold and Kai Schappert on the backstretch. Wambold has that 472 behind him. That's Dan Fredrickson. And then coming into 3 and 4, we see Fredrickson just gets into the back of Wambold. That's going to send him around. Washes way up the track, almost gets involved, almost hits Kai Schappert, and then Logan Sturgeon, he has nowhere to go. Same thing with Sam Wetstein. Michael Meanies just comes plowing in. Poor Nathan Hall got trapped up there in that high side, had nowhere to go. It's unfortunate there for all involved. See Donald Clark on Facebook says, let's go Kyle Martinson. Right now we see Kyle Martinson sitting up in that first spot. Started on the pole, and that's where he stayed for most of this race. I believe he's led every single lap so far, but most of these laps here tonight have been under caution. We've seen 2 cautions so far. Still, all 20 cars are on the lead lap.
Okay, Artie, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Getting ready to go back green. Kyle Martinson restarting on the bottom. Lucas Leone restarting on the top. Pace car is in. Green flag is out, and there we see Kyle Martinson taking off for side-by-side for second between Josh Cole and Lucas Leone. But we see Lucas able to get clear of Josh, and he's going to be setting his sights now on your leader, Kyle Martinson. Right now, Leone reeling him in, but we see Martinson extending that gap. Getting a big run off of 4 there for Lucas Leone. And Lucas just ran the fastest lap time of the race with a 16.19, looking very, very stout right now here. What's Lucas Leone going to try to do here? We see Zachary Onan just ran the fastest lap time of the race with a 16.18. Great lap time for him. Got Aaron Johnson on Facebook says, let's go Kyle Martinson. Oh, and as I say that, we see a caution flag comes out. Dan Fredrickson involved in this one. So we see Fredrickson running on the high side. He's got Schappert looking low under him. Schappert gets to the rear quarter panel of that 472. Almost hits the outside wall, and he's coming down here in 3 and 4. And he comes down and slides across the nose of that 60 machine. So that is unfortunate for Dan Fredrickson. But we are going to re-rack them, restack them, and get ready to go back green. You're going to take a look here at your current top 5. See Kyle Martinson in first. Lucas Leon in second. Josh Cole in third. Rick Rubin fourth. And then Zachary Onan in fifth. See, Aaron Johnson says, I would have run tonight to give Kyle my bumper, but had something come up. Well, I mean, there's always next week for you, Aaron, but we appreciate you tuning in to watch the broadcast here tonight. And this could be a little bit of film study for you to just scope out the competition before next week. See, Eric Dickman says, let's go Super Zach Onan. Right now, Zachary is running in that 5th spot. Starting on the inside 3rd row here in this next restart. Looking to try to maybe get some positions. Green flag is back out there. We see Kyle Martinson taking off. He's able to get clear of Lucas Leon. And Lucas getting a great restart, though, right on the back bumper of Kyle Martinson here on to the back stretch. We see Lucas Leon continuing to look high, look low. Lucas Leon right there, just currently waiting for Kyle Martinson to maybe mistake or for him to get a good run in one of these corners. Lucas Leon just continuing to try to set up that pass on that number 07 machine. Zachary Onan trying to reel in Josh Cole for that 2nd spot. See what he can do here. We see Cole getting a great run here on the backstretch. Right now, Zachary just making some major ground on Josh Cole right now. Let's look at the cockpit cam from that number 843. Right now we got Zachary Onan just continuing to try to set up that pass. Field getting a little bit spread out. See Shane Bedford trying to get by Kai Shappert for that 8th spot. See Bedford getting a great run here through turns 1 and 2. Right now just in the pass setup stage. Got Josh Cole continuing to have a battle with Zachary Onan. Onan getting a great run. Again, just continuing to try to set up that pass. Kai Shepard right now. There we go. Trying to get around Mike Hasty for that 7th spot. See what he can do. Shepard getting a great run there on the backstretch, trying to set up that pass. And then Shane Bedford there as well.
Track temperature's rising. It's now 77 Fahrenheit.
And there we see Bedford looking low under Kai Shepard as we head off of turn number 4. This is for that 8th spot. Every position counts here at 5 flags. Side by side here all through 1 and 2. On to the backstretch. We see Bedford getting a great run. There we go. Shane Bedford up to 8th now. Josh Cole currently trying to reel in Lucas Leone for that 2nd spot. If he can get there. Mike Hasty reeling in Rick Roop for that 6th spot. Hasty getting right there. See, Rebecca Weber says, Super Zach is here for the win. Let's go. Right now, Zach currently running in that 4th spot. Trying to reel in Josh Cole for 3rd. See what he can do here. Josh Cole continuing to look high, look low, trying to get around Lucas Leone. And oh, caution flag is out. Logan Sturgeon is around.
Full course yellow. It's a closed.
Here's Logan Sturgeon. And that is, oh, that's Michael Wambold. Looks like Sturgeon came down a little bit. That's going to send him around. See Shannon Wilder able to avoid getting any damage. So it looks like it was just Sturgeon. Looks like Dan Fredrickson came into the pits to get some damage. So far, we're almost to 50 laps and nobody has gone down a lap yet. This has been a decently clean race. We've seen 4 cautions, but still, it's been pretty clean. We had a long green flag run there. Here's a look at your current top 5. We have Kyle Martinson in 1st, Lucas Leone in 2nd, 3rd Josh Cole, 4th Zachary Onan, and 5th right now, Colin Hofner.
Okay, Artie, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
All right, lights on the pace car are off. We are getting ready to go back green here. Kyle Martinson will be restarting on the bottom. Lucas Leone will be restarting on the top. Pace car is in. We are back green here. There we see Kyle Martinson taking off. But Lucas Leone staying right there on that 07's back bumper, not letting him get away. Leone getting a great run there through turns 1 and 2.
Full course yellow, be careful.
And we see another caution flag is out. Had not completed a lap.
Safety car's out.
There we go. It took me forever to find the incident, but I found it now. So we're watching that 49 of George Fernandez. He's got Michael Meanies and Dan Fredrickson on him. We see Fredrickson looking down low. And it looks like he's going to wash up a little bit into that 49. That's going to send him around. The two make some contact. And there you go. That's the caution for you. Looks like Logan Sturgeon getting off track a little bit. Forgot to mention, here's a look at your race info. Oh, hold on. I can show you a replay, Michael. Where are you at? There you are.
Get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Oh, hold on. Let me find it. Okay, here it is right here. And this is just from my perspective. It might have been a little bit different. I don't know. It looks to me I don't see fault for either driver in that situation, really. It was a racing deal, in my opinion. I don't think either driver's at fault there. The green flag is back out there. We see Kyle Martinson taking off. We are side by side for second. Josh Cole looking under Lucas Leon. Side by side off of turn number 4. Cole with the nose. And there we go. We see Josh Cole able to get clear. We're side by side for third. Here's Zachary Onan looking low under Lucas Leon. They're side by side here on the front stretch. Onan staying on that rear quarter panel, not letting Leon get away, but we see Luke Yu. No, they're still side by side. I thought Lucas was able to get away. But there we go. We see Zachary Onan able to get up to that third spot now. And a caution flag is out. Rick Rube is around. So here's Rick Rube right now. There's a little bit of a stack up in front of him. Checks up a little bit. Michael Wambold has nowhere to go. That's going to send Rick around. And then there's just a whole nother domino effect behind him. Looks like we have George Fernandez getting his lap back. Coming on 60 laps completed. Here's a look at your top 5. We got Kyle Martinson in first, Josh Cole in second, Zachary Onan in third, Lucas Leon in fourth, and Colin Hofner in fifth. So right now, Kyle Martinson has led every single lap so far. I know Martinson missed last race, the season opener, but if he wins here tonight, that should give him a lot of points here. I believe the winner gets 42 points, so that should be good for him. Got a lot of new faces here in the race tonight. I believe this is Josh Cole's first race of the season. I believe this is Onan's first race of the season. I believe this is Leon's first race of the season. I believe this is Hofner's first race of the season. So we got a lot of new faces here tonight. Some old faces as well, but some of those old faces missed last race. Pace car is in. Green flag is out, and there we see Kyle Martinson taking off. We're side by side for second between Zachary Onan and Josh Cole. Onan with the nose as we head into turns 1 and 2. Getting a good run. Can't quite get clear, though. And there we go. Onan is finally able to get clear. We got Lucas Leon now looking low under that 224 of Josh Cole, but he's able to get clear. Josh Cole staying on the back. Oh, and we see another wreck. Michael Swink, Dan Fredrickson around.
It's a closed.
So here's what happened. We got Michael Swink has Michael Meanies under him. Got Michael Wambold in front of him. Got all the Michaels around him. Almost getting into the outside wall there for Swink. And oh, looks like there's contact in front of him between... Dan Fredrickson and Logan Sturgeon, and boom. Michael Swink has nowhere to go. Let me rewind that and look at it from the perspective of Sturgeon and Fredrickson. There he is. So we see heading into 3 and 4, Logan Sturgeon sees a gap and he's able to get under it. But he ends up clipping Fredrickson, who? Looks like to me Fredrickson comes down a little bit.
Going green next time by.
But lights are off on the pace car. We're getting ready to go back green here. Kyle Martinson will be restarting on the bottom. Zachary Onan will be restarting on the top. Pace car is in. Green flag is out, and there we see Cal Martinson taking off side by side for second between Zachary Onan and Josh Cole. Cole able to get to the rear quarter panel of that 08 machine there, side by side through 1 and 2. The two make a little bit of contact there, trading some paint. Cole with the nose as we head into turns 3 and 4, and he is able to get clear. Josh Cole up to second now.
We've got a full course yellow.
And we see another caution flag come out. Uh-oh. We got cars on their lid here in our most recent incident. So we see Oswald running on that outside. That's a name that we have not mentioned all race long. That can be either a good thing or a bad thing. It's been a good thing so far for Oswald. But running on that high side is Shannon Wilder in front of him. This is going to happen coming into 1 and 2. You see Oswald just gets a big run into the back of that 10, and that's going to send him around. So we are back under caution right now. Got Kyle Martinson in first, Josh Cole in second, Zachary Onan in third, Lucas Leon in fourth, and Mike Hasty in fifth right now.
The track temperature's falling. It's now 73 Fahrenheit.
Let's see. Mike Uribe says, Oswald is racing with a bad case of the flu tonight. Hate to hear that for Josh Oswald, but he's actually doing pretty good with the fact that he has a bad case of the flu. He's currently running in the top 10 right now, so shout out to Josh Oswald. Looks like he has taken the EOL. He's going to drop to the back. I know he missed last night because he had a bad case of the flu. But he's here tonight, and he's actually doing really well. So shout out to Josh Oswald for, again, running with the bad case of the flu here tonight. And hope you feel better, Josh. Pace car's in, green flag is back out, and there we see Kyle Martinson taking off, able to get clear of Zachary Onan, but Zachary staying right on that back bumper of that 07 machine. And we see another car into the outside wall. That's going to be Shane Bedford. All I saw was just a hard hit and then some dust. So there we see Bedford running on that outside on the restart. Then heading into turns 1, 2, he's got Michael Wambold and Kai Shepard under him. Oh, that is one of the worst cases in netcode I have ever seen. Look, this is the right front of Michael Wambold. Doesn't even touch that 82 machine. Just sends them into the outside wall. For those of you who don't know, net code is when iRacing predicts that you're going to hit someone, even if you're not, but it still registers it as a hit anyway, and it sends your car around. It is terrible if it happens to you in person. It's terrible to watch. Hate to see it for Shane Bedford, and I know Michael Wambold probably feels bad as well. Let's see. Eric Dickman says, Michael Jordan-esque if he can pull off the victory Jordan flu game. That would be awesome if Oswald could pull off the victory. It'd be like the Jazz Bulls finals. And yeah, the iconic Michael Jordan flu game. That'd be awesome. If that happens, Oswald would have to change his number to 23. Or something like that. Or put a Jordan logo on his car. But right now, here's a look at your top 5. Kyle Martinson in first. Zachary Onan in second. Lucas Leon in third. We got Carl Hofner in fourth. And then Mike Hasty in fifth. Pace car is in. Green flag is out, and there we see Kyle Martinson taking off. Your side-by-side for second between Lucas Leon and Zachary Onan. We see right now Onan with the nose, and he is able to get clear and up to second now, but we see Leon staying right on that bumper of that 08 machine. And right now, we're going to go ahead, turn up the volume, and get ready for Pump Up the Intensity. You'll get to hear the sounds and sights of the racetrack. Here we go.
Full course yellow, be careful.
And right as we do that, we see a caution flag. Oh, and it comes out. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that replay. So we see Logan Sturgeon running behind. That's George Fernandez and Aaron Ward. And then we see Ward checks up a little bit. That's going to slow Sturgeon down a little bit. We see Mike Meany's coming into the frame. Sturgeon gets down onto the apron and all that marble and stuff. And then that's going to send him around. We see Michael Meany's washes up into Josh Oswald. Oswald into the outside wall. Man. That is unfortunate. Still have 18 cars on the lead lap car, and that's 18 cars that still have a chance to win here. Right now, here's a look at your top 5. Kyle Martinson in first, Zachary Onan in second, Lucas Leon in third, Carl Hofner in fourth, and then rounding out your top 5, we have Mike Hasty. getting ready to go back green here. Kyle Martinson restarting on the bottom. Zachary Onan restarting on the top. And on this restart, we're going to do a little bit of pump up the intensity and turn up that volume so you get to hear the sounds and sights of the racetrack. Here we go.
Green flag.
That is going to do it for pump up the intensity. We're going to get, there we go. Right now we see Kyle Martinson still your leader, and he almost has a 1 second lead right now over Colin Hofner, who has made his way up to second now. Lucas Leon right now on the back bumper of Hofner, and then behind Leon we have Mike Hasty looking to try to get up into the top three. So you could throw a blanket over second through fourth right now.
Full course yellow, watch out.
And, oh, we see a yellow flag is out. It's like Josh Oswald involved in this one. Here's Oswald. He's got Sturgeon and Bedford behind him. He's got Aaron Ward in front of him. Just getting loose off of 4 there. And again, this also happened to Logan Sturgeon. Looks like he gets into the marbles and junk there on the bottom apron coming off of 4, and that's going to send him around. We see Kyle Martinson still your leader. Colin Hofner is up to second now. Third is Lucas Leon. Fourth, Mike Hasty. And then rounding out your top 5 is Dan Fredrickson. Here coming to 25 laps to go here for Kyle Martinson to try to lead from flag to flag. Can he do it? That is the question. I haven't showed this. Here's a look at the race info for tonight's event. Got your weather, temperature, track length, and the city where this track is located in. good weather. And again, we are at the Pensacola, Florida track. That is Five Flags Speedway.
Get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
And of course, Five Flags Speedway will be having a big event coming up here in the month of December. This track will be hosting the Snowball Derby. It's a yearly tradition, one of the most prestigious late model races in the country. A lot of Cup drivers, Xfinity drivers are going to be in it. It's going to be a blast. If you're ever in the Florida area, that is definitely a place to go. So go check out the Snowball Derby this December. Right now, green flag is back out there. We see Kyle Martinson taking off. We are side by side for second. Actually, no. We see Colin Hofner is able to get clear of Lucas Leon, but Leon staying right on that back bumper of Hofner. As we head into 1 and 2, we see Leon still trying to set up that pass. Oh, we see Zachary Onan taking a shot down low under Lucas Leon, but he looking low under him on the back stretch as we head into 1 and 2, or excuse me, 3 and 4. They're side by side. See Onan off turn number 4, able to get clear and is up to third now. Right now, Wambold trying to reel in Zachary Onan for that third spot. After getting by Lucas Leon. This is the first time that I think we've seen Wambold up into the top 5 for most of this race. After becoming last week's winner, he struggled here tonight. Right now we see Wambold getting right there. Do you see Mike Hasty reeling in Lucas Leon for that 5th spot? And he is able... Oh! Oh no! We see Mike Hasty is around. That's going to cause a big pileup with 15 to go. Caution flag is out.
Safety cars.
All right, here's what happened. We see Mike Hasty running behind Lucas Leon. This is for that 5th spot. Getting a little bit loose off of turn number 4. And as we head into 1 and 2, we see Hasty looking down low under Lucas Leon. Getting sideways, and then Wilder has nowhere to go. Right into the back of that 72. That's going to send him around. Josh Cole has nowhere to go except for boom, right into that 72. It's going to destroy that car. Ooh, Sturgeon nowhere to go. Michael Swink has... Man, that's unfortunate for him. Right now, coming to 10 laps to go. Here's a look at your top 5. We got Kyle Martinson in first, Colin Hofner in second, Zachary Onan in third, Michael Wambold in fourth, and then rounding out your top 5, we have Lucas Leon. So right now, Kyle Martinson looking to try to lead from flag to flag. Can he do it? It looked like Michael Wambold was going to lead from flag to flag last race, but we saw Josh Oswald sneak in one lap lead. This time we'll see if Martinson can actually do it this time. Here we go. Kyle Martinson restarting on the bottom. Colin Hofner restarting on the top. Pace car is in. Green flag is out, and there we see Kyle Martinson taking off, able to get clear of Colin Hofner. Hofner right now just trying to get back up there. Michael Wambold all over the back bumper of Hofner, looking to the high side. We're 3 wide for that second spot. Right now, we see Hofner right now at the nose over Michael Wambold, but Wambold holding his own on that outside. Wambold staying on that back bumper of Hofner. Ooh, Wambold almost getting into Colin Hofner there. And looks like Hofner able to get back clear of Michael Wambold, but I don't think we've seen the end of that 181. We see Onan taking a look down low. Under Wambold, couldn't quite get there. Wambold continuing to try to get up there to Colin Hofner. Wambold right now trying to get up there to Colin Hofner. Two laps to go for Kyle Martinson. Martinson with a 1 second lead over Colin Hofner. Just got to make 4 more left-hand turns, and he will be called your winner and getting his first win of the season. There we go. Through turns 1 and 2, through 3 and 4, just has to keep it clean. Look at the battle for second. Wambold right on the back bumper of Hofner. Hofner's going to get second. Michael Wambold finishes third. But Kyle Martinson, making his first start this season, gets it the win. What a race for that 07 machine. See Martinson burning it down here. And a well-deserved burnout at that. So that is going to do it. We're now getting set for the driver interviews. Starting off, we're going to pull in Michael Wambold. Got third place here tonight. Oh, there's some fireworks for you. Not even 4th of July. Or it is coming up on New Year's. Michael, this is out in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, what a roller coaster race for you. I know you started in that 8th spot, but got in a lot of trouble in some of the wrecks there early on, but you were able to make your way up to the field, and there late in the race we saw you were able to get by Lucas and Zachary, and you were chasing Hofner there at the end, but you couldn't quite get up there to second, but ended up getting a top 3. I mean, what was your take on the race here tonight at 5 Flags?
It was a lot of fun. I'm very disappointed in myself for all the incidents I was involved in, some being my fault, some not. For the ones that were my fault, I apologize. Just disappointed, I guess. I was even in incidents. So far, I'm flawless without being in any instance, being the maker of them or the receiver. And I may have caused some tonight, so just disappointed in myself, honestly.
Now, a lot of it can be the setup at these kinds of tracks. How was the setup here at Five Flags?
The setup was really good. I definitely had enough to get around the second place car there at the end, Colin, and I just figured we'd have another caution. I'd be sitting in a good spot in third position. Then I might be able to get second because without moving the leader, I don't think I would have got around him. And it didn't turn out that way, but the setup was really good. My tires, I had to use a little bit more tire coming from the back twice, I believe. And I still had enough tire, though. I definitely saved enough coming up through. Just disappointed that I was even put in that position to have to use more tire than I wanted to, but the setup was really good. Spot on.
Gotcha. Well, before we let you go, Michael, is there any shout-outs or sponsors you'd like to thank before we let you go?
I just want to apologize to everyone I had contact with, and I don't race like that. It definitely wasn't intentional. That's all.
Got you. Well, again, congratulations on the podium finish here tonight. Have a great rest of your night, Michael.
Thanks. You too.
Thank you. All right, I'm now going to pull in your second place finisher, Colin Hofner. Here we go. Colin, this is Atlin, the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. How are you tonight?
Doing pretty good, and looks like you were doing pretty good out there yourself on the track. Started in 6th, and you really didn't say your name until late race when you saw in one of those cautions you broke into the top 3, and you were running there for most of the race. Were able to get by 09, and after that, you were just trying to hold off Wambold there at the end, and you were able to. I mean, what was your take on this race here?
Well, this was a kind of an impulse decision to run, so I was pretty surprised to qualify where we did. Basically, all I know about the supers is to save, keep the right rear on it. So that was the goal the whole night. And when I saw a hole that I could fill, I'd go for it. But pretty much stayed as low risk as we could the whole night. Unfortunately, just didn't have enough at the end to challenge Kyle.
Now, I know you got the modified win last night. Same track, just different car. Do you think getting that win last night helped you here tonight?
I think running any track, is going to give you more experience on it, and it's going to help you out in the long run. But I have a feeling Kyle and I are going to be going back and forth for quite a bit in the near future.
I agree with that. It's going to be a great season, and this is only the second race, and we already saw some great racing. But before we let you go, Colin, is there any sponsors you'd like to thank before we let you go, or family members?
I definitely want to give a shout out to Lucas Leone and Ryan Blanchard. We've been working together in the Tour Modified division, and Lucas and I were able to run tonight. Wish he was able to get a better run, but it is what it is, and we'll move on to next week.
Awesome.
Thanks for putting this on.
Yep, definitely had fun doing the broadcast here tonight. So again, congratulations on the runner-up finish, Colin. Have a great rest of your night.
You as well. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. All right, now it's time to pull in your winner. It's the 07 of Kyle Martinson. Here he is. Kyle, this is Atlin, the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, what a race for you. Started on the pole, led from flag to flag, absolutely dominated this event. If anybody tried to come up to you, you were able to hold them off. What an amazing race for you in your first race of the season here in the Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series. I mean, what'd you think of this race here at Five Flags?
It was a lot of fun. I was hoping we'd get a little bit more green flag action, but I was just trying to save as much tire as possible, and I think it definitely helped there at the end.
Now, I mean, what does it take to lead a race from flag to flag here at some of these short tracks?
I think restarts are key. I thought I did a decent job of timing them okay tonight, and I feel like that kind of kept the guys behind me.
Gotcha. Well, before we let you go, is there any sponsors or shout-outs you would like to thank for your win?
Yep, all my teammates, SPM and Chalk Eye and Kent Huntley for putting this awesome fix set together for everyone, and I had a great time. Thanks Josh Oswald and Jason Warren, all the other admins for putting this league together as well.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations on your first win of the season, and hopefully we'll see many more this season. Have a great rest of your night, Kyle.
All right, thanks, man. Yeah.
All right, have a good one. All right, that is going to do it here for the broadcast of the Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series. I want to thank everyone who tuned in to watch the broadcast here tonight. We see Eric Dickman says, great race, great broadcast. Thank you for the kind words, Eric. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube. And again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to watch the broadcast. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, as it would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to reach our goals of 2,000 followers on Facebook and 1,000 subscribers on YouTube by our 2-year anniversary, which will be April 2022. I think we can reach that goal as a racing and iRacing community, so make sure to drop a follow or subscribe. Check us out on Twitter, IntensityBroad1. We're always dropping polls on there. It's a fun time on the Twitter, so make sure to check us out on there. I'm Atlee Atman-Weiss, and on behalf of the entire Intensity Broadcasting team, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Over and